Donald Trump is running for president again. He is promising big changes to the U.S. economy. His plans include tax cuts, new tariffs, and stricter immigration rules. These policies could have a big impact on American businesses and families. Trump says his plans will boost the economy. He believes tax cuts will lead to more investment and jobs. He argues that tariffs will protect American workers from foreign competition, and he claims that reducing immigration will raise wages for U.S. citizens. However, not everyone agrees with Trump's approach. Some economists warn that his policies could backfire. They worry that tax cuts will increase the national debt. They fear that tariffs will raise prices for consumers. And they caution that restricting immigration could hurt economic growth. The truth is, it's too early to say for sure what impact Trump's policies would have on the U.S. economy. There are many factors to consider, and the outcome will depend on how these policies are implemented. Trump is proposing significant tax cuts for businesses and individuals. He wants to extend the tax cuts passed in 2017 and introduce new ones for corporations. Trump argues that these cuts will boost economic growth. Lower taxes, he believes, will encourage businesses to invest and hire more workers. This could lead to higher wages and more economic activity. Supporters of the tax cuts point to historical examples where tax cuts have stimulated the economy. However, critics argue that these tax cuts will primarily benefit wealthy Americans and corporations. They worry that the cuts will lead to a larger budget deficit, forcing the government to borrow more money. This could lead to higher interest rates, making it more expensive for businesses and consumers to borrow money. The potential impact of Trump's tax cuts is a subject of much debate. While they could stimulate economic growth in the short term, they could also lead to higher debt and inequality in the long run. Trump has proposed imposing tariffs on goods imported from China and other countries. Tariffs are taxes on imported goods, making them more expensive for consumers and businesses. Trump argues that tariffs are necessary to protect American jobs and industries from unfair foreign competition. He believes that tariffs will encourage consumers to buy American-made products, boosting domestic manufacturing. Supporters of tariffs point to industries that have benefited from protectionist measures in the past. However, opponents of tariffs argue that they will lead to higher prices for consumers and businesses. They worry that tariffs will hurt American companies that rely on imported goods and could spark a trade war with China and other countries. This could damage the global economy and harm American businesses that export goods overseas. The use of tariffs is a complex issue with potential benefits and drawbacks. While tariffs can protect domestic industries, they can also lead to higher prices and trade wars. Trump has proposed stricter immigration policies, including reducing legal immigration and increasing deportations. He argues that these measures are necessary to protect American jobs and wages. Trump believes that reducing immigration will create more job opportunities for American citizens and lead to higher wages. Supporters of stricter immigration policies often cite concerns about the impact of immigration on wages and job opportunities for native-born workers. They argue that a large influx of immigrants can depress wages, particularly for low-skilled workers, and make it harder for native-born workers to find jobs. However, opponents of these policies argue that immigrants contribute to the U.S. economy by filling labor shortages, starting businesses, and paying taxes. They worry that restricting immigration will hurt economic growth, particularly in industries that rely on immigrant labor. The impact of immigration on the U.S. economy is a complex issue with no easy answers. While there is evidence that immigration can have both positive and negative effects on the labor market, the overall impact is likely to be small.